we have already done the registration part. Now we will add a mail integration. So basically, when our user has forgot his password, he can use this forgot password functionality. Then suppose once particular user logged in registered, he can invite other users to using this mail and all these things. So that's why we will integrate the mail. So first thing in login, we have this forgot your password option. So if I put something email and whatever the mail we have already registered, but it will not work because we haven't yet integrated mail into our system. So first we will do one thing. I will go to this .env file where you can see there is some mail configuration. So here you can see mail mailer. So here it's a log. So rather than log, we can make something else like SMTP or some other driver. So for example, I will use this mail trap SMTP. Okay. And if you want to see other drivers and all these things, you can go to laravel.com and you can see other mail drivers supported by this Laravel. So in driver you can see there is this mailgun. So for production we will use mailgun, and then basically there are this postmark, then SES driver, and mailer send driver. So there are different types of drivers available. Okay, so if I go to .env, so basically we have this configuration. This configuration will be used in this particular file. So config and then mail.php, here they have that particular configurations. So rather than changing config, we'll change this .env file. Okay, so I will just copy from this mail trap. So in mail trap, basically it's for testing purpose we are using this one. So if you don't know, so in Laravel 9 plus I will go and then I will just copy these things. Okay, and I will paste it here. So SMTP is there, then mail host, port, username, password. Okay, I will remove these things and I will just save this one. Okay, now we have saved this. So I will just go to our system. So we have to do nothing, just this one, and this forgot password will work easily. Okay, so now I will just check my this users and I will just send a mail. So for users we have this users. Okay, I will use this username, second one only because it has business and all these things. First one don't have business and all these things, so that's why I will not use that. So I will paste it here and I will just email password reset link. So let's see if it's work or not. So we have emailed your password reset link. So let's check in Mailtrap. So Mailtrap, we have got this. So by default right now I use Mailtrap. So if you use proper production driver and configuration, then mail will be sent to actual email address, Gmail or whatever it may be. So now you can see this is the mail they have sent. So Laravel have this proper email reset password button and all these things. So this can be used to reset the password. So email ID, then password can be changed, new pass, and then reset password. So password must be 8 characters. So I will just change it again. Password. So now your password has been reset. So I can use this new password. Yeah. So it was so easy to integrate this forgot password and all these things, and mail configuration is already done. Now we can use this basic drivers, means mail and all these things. So for checking all these things, you can go to laravel.com, how to write mails and all these things. So there is one, I will show one example to invite user to something like this. So PHP artisan make mail order shipped. Okay, so we will use, I will just paste this. So rather than order shipped, we will use invite user. Okay, so PHP artisan make mail invite user. So it will create a mailable for invite user. So I will just hit enter. So in app mail invite user is created. So in app mail here invite user is created. Okay, now I will just copy these things. So whatever you want to add, so using the envelope, so here subject invite user is already there, and then basically I will just send this mail. To send this mail, I will have to add this class, this invite user class, and then basically that creating basic object and then send. So that will work, but still I am going to check this how exactly it works. So we have this particular mail, then they are using this syntax. Okay, so we'll use the same. Okay, paste, not here. So basically we'll have to send this mail, so I will just create one live wire component we can create. So I will just logged into system. We already have logged into system. So I will just click this. I will add that particular email address, and then we'll click send email, something like that. So for that, I will create one live wire component, PHP artisan make live wire, then business dot invite. Okay, so it has created this invite, and basically we will add this into our system. So for that, right now I will go to dashboard only. We'll change that position later. So resources, views, in dashboard I will add it here only at the rate live wire. So it will be business dot invite. Okay, so in business dot invite we have to change. So in business invite view, I will add a button here, invite users. So rather than I will use button, X button, invite users, and I will just click wire, click invite function. So I will have to create this function. So I will go into invite, create a function, public function invite, and then basically we'll do one thing, we'll show the model. Okay, so dollar this, then invite model, invite model equal to true, and before that I will make it as a false. So dollar invite model is false. So basically what we are doing here is this particular boolean variable, so it will be by default false, that model will not be shown, and once we make it true, then once we click, user clicks that button, we will show that particular model. So to show that model I will just go here, invite, and what we have already in register now, same similar kind of model we will have. So I will just copy this dialog model from here. Okay, and I will paste it here. And one thing, I will have to remove all other things, we don't need so many things. So title will be there, invite users, then this entangle and all these things will not be needed. Okay, so basically this content we can change completely, but I will just use this thing, label and all these things. So I will remove everything. I will just paste this. So it will be email. So I will just add email here, email id, email errors for email, and then wire model will be for email. Okay, footer, and footer we will have that submit button, all these things. So for submit button I can add that particular thing. So I will just go to this Jetstream site and I will copy that two buttons. So in liveware there is this two buttons, so I will paste it here. So here one is cancel and one is basically send invite, and this will be normal button, so this will work. And then here type is email. Okay, so show form, rather than show form it will be this invite model here and here. So now I have saved this. Let's see what it is. Is there any issue? Syntax error. Okay, variable invite model expecting function. Okay, so where we have issue. Okay, so A will be public. Let's see, refresh. Look at class button. So we have wrong syntax and invite here, it will be button. So if I click invite user, so we can see this a model pops up. So I will just add email address here and I will just send invite, and then it will call that particular function. So after this button, so wire click send, we will call this send invite. Okay, and then control S, send invite. So I will create new function, public function send invite, and then basically here there should be one more variable for email. Okay, then basically we will validate this and validate. So we have to validate if email is correct or not. So I will just write email, and then basically we have to send the mail. To send mail, now we'll go to this Laravel. So I will just copy this one. Okay, and paste it here, and then to send mail we have to use this. So I will use this one. Okay, mail 2. So 2 will be this, then email, and then send will be basically that invite user. So we are not sending any data, so I will remove this order and all these things, and this invite user should be there. So I will have to add use app slash mail slash invite user. I think this will work. So let's see. And then refresh invite user. So I will just try a random email, what error it shows. View.name not found. Okay, so in this invite user, so view.name, so we will add, which view we should add, business.invite, or I will just add mails.invite. So I will try to create this view. So resources, views, mails, and in mails it will be invite.blade.php. Okay, sorry, php we have to php. Okay, this I will put nothing, invite mails. We will change this later. Now let's see what error we are getting. Send invite. Okay, I don't know, means we haven't shown any message or something, so that's why. So email is gone, so whatever we have written in that particular blade view, that is there. Okay, and basically after this sending email we can basically close that particular model and just show that particular message key mail, its mail has been sent or something like that. So for that reason I will just add this, I will make it invite model as a false. Okay, so whenever the mail is sent it will get closed, and if I just for example I will change this, so it will be a complete proper invitation mail. So we can use a chat gpt for this to give me that Laravel blade template for email to invite user. So let's see what it gives. I will just add this. We'll see how it works. Okay, user.name. So basically we can send that particular username and all these things, but right now we don't have username, we just adding email, so we can add that name and all these things while adding inviting a user. And accept url, so basically we have to send the url. Okay, so to accept url or something like that, so I will just try here. So invite user, return new content view. So I will have to create variables here, I think. So public dollar accept url, and then in construct let's try this if it's working or not. Color this, then accept url, and then we will add link https slash, and then basically or now I will just use next link dot taste invite, and then basically they can add business id, team id or something like that. I will just create any url, we'll see means if it's working or not. So let's try this one. Invite user taste operate send invite. Okay, it got closed. So let's see. So hello, you have been invited to join, click the accept invitation, all these things, and then accept invitation, so it will go to that particular link. So this is how it will work. So similarly, for whatever the data you want to pass, you can pass through this data, and you can basically pass data from where we are inviting this particular users, like from here we can pass the data also. So this data when construct we can set that data, and that data can be used in views and all these things. And for envelope there are multiple things available, so you can go to this laravel.com and you can see in mail how to configure all these things. So this is how we can integrate the mail, and this mail will be used because forward password will be needed, invite users will be needed, and then basically while payment done, billing and all these things, alerts, for so many things mails will be needed in production. So that's why, so mail integration is done now. Now basically we'll do one thing. While I have this invite mail, I haven't shown any alert means the mail has been sent to your all these things, so that can be sent here. Means it can be shown on anything, but we will add something like means proper alert, means like a notification or something. So we'll do that in next video.